Yeah. Man, what's up with y'all, man? What's good with all the beautiful folks out there, man? What's up? What's up, Shady? I don't really watch their show, whatever it's called, Speak Easy, but I had to watch it to see some of the excuses that Shady was making. I had to. I had to. He will not. Like, here's the thing, man. We all saw the game. We all saw the turnovers yesterday, right? We all seen Josh Allen miss his wide open receiver, his tight end. And the first excuse they give him is he don't have any weapons. Well, that weapon was wide open. He got this is wide open as a Dallas Goedert would have got, a Devontae Smith would have got, a AJ Brown would have got, just as wide open. And Josh Allen sailed the ball. Mr. So accurate. Mr. He's the best quarterback. Mr. Nobody can touch him. He got the best talent, the elite arm talent. Why did he miss the man wide open? Why did he miss him wide open? That would have sealed the game. So you got Shady on his podcast talking about, he kept fighting. He wouldn't have had to fight if he would have hit the wide open receiver. He was wide open. And the only reason I'm coming at Josh Allen like that is because they don't give the same even criticism for Jalen Hurts, yo. They don't. Jalen Hurts, we hearing stuff in the locker room. He can't do this. He can't do that. But he put the ball on his receivers and they dropped it. Josh Allen missed his receivers. Now he don't have no talent. Now he kept fighting. He choked. Just admit it. It's football. Shit's going to happen. That's all we've been saying. No matter how good you think the quarterback is, no matter how good the players are, they're human beings. Yeah, we know that. But y'all don't give the same vitriol for Jalen Hurts. That would have been Jalen Hurts. I think Tanner McKee could have did it better. Or, he gotta, he can't throw, or he can't read the coverages, so he threw like all this shit. But Josh Allen get all these excuses? Nah, I'm not having it, bro. We on y'all heels, bro. We on y'all. We on y'all boys, man. You're not gonna do it like that, yo. 4 turnovers, my dude. And the biggest game. That was right there was the biggest game. No Patty, no Burrow, no Lamar in your way. None of these guys in your way. You got Bo Nix. Who the hell else is in the playoffs? You got guys that don't have no experience, bro. Juan Mejia. Josh is a choker. 4 turnovers is ridiculous. His defense bailed him out so many times that game, and he used the tush push every damn time on 31. Exactly. And that's why I wanted to see them lose. F. Sean McDermott. He talked all that trash, all that shit. Now you're using a tush push. You clown. You don't deserve to make it. I guarantee you one thing. Jalen Hurts would have made that pass. I guarantee you that. So yes, us Philly fans, we riding for our boy. We're riding for our boy. We see the blatant hypocrisy. Like Shady's so disappointed, and he keeps moving the goalposts. Well, he kept fighting. How many times Jalen Hurts kept fighting? You don't give him the same benefit of the doubt, though. You don't give him the same benefit of the doubt. You can't give me the excuses weapon for Josh Allen when guys is running wide open and he missed them. Even that so-called catch, he snatched it out the dude's hand. Hold on to the ball. Shady on some BAN stuff, total clown. Absolutely. Hold on to the rock. And how about your quarterback? Put it up on him more. So the dude ain't got a chance to get it. Since he's so elite, dude was open, Juan. Dude was open, bruh. What more do you want? These are NFL players. My man was wide open. He could have backed he could have walked into the end zone. He was so open. Allen missed him. Why? Because shit happens. And that's all we say about Jalen Hurts. Sometimes shit happens. Sometimes your star wide receiver drops 3 passes in the biggest game of his career. Sometimes your star quarterback has 4 or 5 turnovers in a game. It's just to be happening. But you don't give Jalen the same benefit of the doubt. I'm not even driving. I'm over actually, but thank you. The Observer Sports, right? You can't turn the ball over that many times and expect excellence. He also had an overthrown to Knox right before the half. Yeah, and he missed one. I don't know if that was Knox, but at the end. The weapons don't matter, bro. We here. The Niners ain't got that many weapons, but they did us in, right? This is the NFL, bro. This is the NFL. Guys is open, you put the ball on them. Like Jalen Hurts did. He put it on them. Guys dropped it. If you would have told me A.J. Brown was going to have 3 drops, I would have betted my whole life against that. Like, hell no. A.J. ain't dropping nothing. Any given Sunday. Thank you. Carlos, what up, what up? Any given Sunday. And that's all we saying. Sometimes it just don't go your way, man. But, oh, now you're hearing shit from the locker room. Now he can't run complex offenses. And I'm going to say something about this, yo. I am so glad we're getting a new offensive coordinator. Do you see these other offenses compared to ours? Come on, man. This is Nick, you got to get your hands off that shit, bro. Come on, bro. With all the people we got, we can do all that shit, bro. We can do that. I don't care what nobody say, oh, Jalen. Nah, come on, man. That's bullshit. He could do that, bro. Learning to play is learning to play. I don't give a shit how complex it is. You study it, you learn it, you master it, just like anything else. These guys been playing football their whole life. Man, I'm more pissed we lost to the Niners, especially. Yeah, bro. The Niners like the Seattle Seahawks did, bro. We should have killed them boys, man. That's what pisses me off. We should have blew them out, bro. They didn't want to win. They didn't want to be there. We kept giving them the game back. That's what pisses me off as an Eagles fan. The Niners were not good. They were just opportunistic. And any professional football team, sports team, you keep giving them chance. It could have been the Browns. They would have probably beat us if we kept giving them opportunities. But hit the thumbs up on the video, y'all. Where the hell is my water at? Did I even leave it in here? Shit. The Seahawks versus show what we supposed to. Yeah, like shout out to the Seahawks, man. Shout out to the Seahawks. In fairness, Hurts has a better team around him. You can't blame the team. Look, okay, he does, but so what, bro? So what? So what? That ain't my fault because we got a good GM. And Josh Allen, if he's so much better, if he's so much a generational talent, he shouldn't need what Hurts needs to win. He should not need that to win. He shouldn't need it. He should be able to hit his wide open receivers. He should be able to not turn over the football and throw interceptions and get strip sacks because he's so great. So shut the fuck up with that dumb shit. It don't matter, bro. I got the Rams in the past today. Yeah. I got actually Houston. But we'll see. We'll see. At some point, it's gonna get to the young man, in my opinion. You know. At some point, you know. I can't believe y'all comparing Josh Allen to Bum Hurts. If Sam Darnold wins the Super Bowl, would be considered elite. Sam Darnold ain't been to 2 Super Bowls. Jalen Hurts has a better team around him, becomes mute when he still took the worst pass and run defense to the playoffs, injured with a vanilla offense to incompetent defensive coordinators. Absolutely. Absolutely, because he was so incompetent. If he couldn't read defense, there's no way he should be able to win a Super Bowl, get a Super Bowl MVP. There's no way. Somebody got to throw the ball to him, to these guys. Somebody got to throw it. Somebody got to read these defenses. Or they could be like Josh Allen and throw interceptions and miss open receivers. Mr. Elite. Mr. Elite. We ain't compare. We know damn well Jalen Hurts is better than Josh Allen. We know that. He beat him head to head twice. We know that. Beat him. Outdoed him. We're not talking about a Commanders fans coming in here talking shit when your team is going to do nothing, and we stomped y'all out last year. You have no say so. Jalen got a Super Bowl title, so don't compare Hurts to Allen because Hurts on another level. Absolutely. We're not saying, like, we know damn well Jalen Hurts is better than Josh Allen. We know that shit. That's easy. Come on, man. That's simple. Only quarterback that's better, in my opinion, is Mahomes. That's it. That's it. Other than that, he's better than Lamar. He's better than Burrow. He's better than all the other people you say. He may not get all the passing yards, but he wins more than them, and he got more rings than them, and he got more Super Bowl MVPs than them, so he's better than them. That's easy. Next question. I'm tired of Jalen gets carried by the biggest, the best player on the field. They say he gets carried, but where's that super team this year? He wasn't carried this year because we would have been in the Super Bowl, right? Come on, man. Do you really think Jalen can get to a Super Bowl without AJ Brown in the lineup? Yeah, I think so. Yep. We know Josh Allen can't get to the Super Bowl. We know Lamar can't get to the Super Bowl. We know Burrow did get to the Super Bowl, but he lost. We know that. We do know that, though. We do know that. And they had great rosters. All those teams had great rosters, yo. But they couldn't get it done. Mr. Limited got it done. And who says that? You think you can get the Super Bowl without AJ Brown? Motherfucker, did the Rams win without Torrey Holt? Did the Rams win without Isaac Bruce? Did the Rams win without Marshall Faulk? Like, what are we talking about? Who says some shit like that? You know what I'm saying? All these teams that won, they all had star players at key positions. All of them. There's no scrubs that win a Super Bowl. Like the team that wins this year, let's say for Seattle, we're going to be able to go look up and down the line and find at least 6 to 7 or 10 stud players on every team that wins the Super Bowl. What the hell are we talking about, man? The Cleveland Browns ain't up in this shit. The Cleveland Browns ain't up in this shit. There are good teams that are stacked every year that win a Super Bowl. Let's play the game. Throw any roster at me. We can start naming them. People always want to discredit when the Eagles do something special. When Jalen Hurts does something special, they try to take it. Oh, well, he could. Man, fuck all that bullshit. He did it. He did it. Y'all better win today with all that bear down shit. Burrow can't even get to the playoffs anymore, for sure. T. Higgins, the best receiver in the game. All that. He can't get there, but he's so elite. If he's so elite, he should be able to overcome everything else, bro. That's what we're saying. The ball's in his hand every play. You got star receivers. You get the ball out so fast, so the offensive line shouldn't matter because it's laser fast. He gets the ball out, and he got the best receivers. So they should be going up and down the field on everybody and scoring the football. And nobody should be able to stop him because he's so cerebral. He can read defenses. He gets the ball out in 0.2 seconds. Come on, man. It's crazy. My thing is you can't have a stacked team when 95% of the team was drafted. Absolutely. That's another thing. These are draft picks, dog. These are draft picks. So now you're going to discredit a team for drafting good? Who does that, bro? We're going to sit up here and discredit a team for drafting players, bro? Good. This is what we're supposed to do. And the only name y'all niggas can name is A.J. Brown. Smitty caught a pass. Saquon got off. Our offensive line got off. Our defense was comprised of bad rookies and young players and no names. Who the fuck is a Moro Jomo? Right? Who are these guys before they hit the Eagles? Milton Williams. He wasn't feared like that until he made a name for himself. Josh Sweat. Like, come on, man. Y'all, that dude's just crazy, bro. I don't think the Broncos are going to win. I don't think they're going to win. See what's going. We'll see. We'll see. I don't think they're going to win it. They should have lost that game if Josh Allen, Mr. Superstar Elite, makes the pass to his tight end over the middle. The game's over. But hey, if Jalen is asked, why would any average quarterback not be the reason the Eagles lose? He would be the reason they lose, not to get 2 Super Bowls. Absolutely. That's the argument that I make. If he was so ass, he would be throwing interceptions all over the place. He'd be missing his receivers. But when it comes to the biggest games, he outshines the best quarterback in probably history behind Tom Brady right now. He outshined him. This is the part I really don't get, yo. Jalen changed the narrative and won the Super Bowl as a dual threat quarterback, and they mad. Oh, they mad. So many people, including that clown silly hoe, and mad people said he would never be able to win a Super Bowl. A dual threat quarterback will never be able to win. They can't win with this style. You had shows all year. I don't think I'm in. If this is sustainable, can they win with this style of play? Can they do this? Can they do that? Da, 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 da. Then he did it. Then he all got quiet and shit. And they waited for 2 or 3 weeks to start talking about the passing offense again. After we won the Super Bowl, after they made money, after they profited it, after they got their shit wet. Now they started with the same bullshit again. Well, what about next year? What about maybe you won a Super Bowl, man? Enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. Some teams never even get in the playoffs. Some teams can't even get to the Super Bowl. Josh Allen. Everybody out of your way. All the obstacles out that man's way, you couldn't get there. I don't want to hear it. I'm loving watching the Seahawks team. Yeah, I'm rocking Seahawks, man. That's the way it's supposed to be done. You kick somebody's ass. That used to be us. You got a good point, though. I can't lie. A lot of these players were the guy the other 32 teams didn't even want. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, now all of a sudden it's a super team, right? No, we got a good GM who knows how to mesh talent, bro. You have no business winning with Cooper. I mean, they're good, but they were rookies. They should have been getting killed all year. But they were good rookies, good solid draft picks. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, like, he wasn't that great in coverage, but he brought an element. He was smart. And we had smart players who knew they were supposed to be. Like Bree Blankenship. Like, he's no athletic freak, but he's just a smart player. And he got exposed the last game. But these are the players that's in our secondary. You act like we had fucking Steve Atwater and, Merton Hanks and all them boys back there. And Ronnie Lott back there. Like, come on, man. Bears, Texans, Bears, Super Bowl. He puts, I lost all respect for Shady defending Josh Allen, but through Jalen Hurts. Yeah, me too, bro, for real. That's why I had to watch the segment today before I did this. And that's why you see I got a little bit of heat on me this morning. You know what I'm saying? It's like he can't believe it. He want to make, that's not right. If you're going to be in this shit, please be thorough with your analysis, bro. Don't let your feelings get in the way. Just be thorough with it. We understand. Like, I seen what Josh, the only reason I'm even saying something is because of Shady. I know shit happens. I know it's hard to get to Super Bowls. I know it's hard to win Super Bowls. We know that. We've been blessed. That's why at the beginning of the year, I said it's going to be hard for us to repeat. Because you got teams like Seattle out there. And you got other teams like the Broncos and the teams that have been for years getting good draft picks, right? Building their team up for that year to be able to strike, dog. When we keep winning and winning, we getting trashed to draft picks, right? The roster's getting blown up. People, the better we are, the more you got to pay people. We losing coordinators. It's hard. The game is set up for sorry ass teams to strike, to build up, to keep getting first, top 10 draft picks for 5 or 6 years in a row. Eventually, you're gonna strike, bro. That's what the NFL wants. That's why they got the draft set up like that. That's why the free agency and salary cap is set up like that. So for a team to keep winning is extraordinary. And you don't see it a lot. That's why I said we're in the greatest era of Eagles football. We need to enjoy this shit, man. And we need to trust Howie Roseman, and we're going to be back. You can't win it every year. You can't. You just can't. You know? The Seahawks is doing their thing, bro. And I don't have no hate towards them, nothing like that. You know what I mean? I would never had no beef, no Seahawks or nothing like. And we would have played them, it would have been up in smoke. But I don't know. Caleb's doing his thing, man. Caleb is doing his thing. And that quarterback draft, man, with May, Caleb, Jaden, Bo Nix, they all in it except for Jaden. Jaden regressed. Them boys is in it. You got to take your hats off to that quarterback class. Jaden Daniels. Honestly, man, I don't think Washington is going to ever be. I think Washington is cooked, bro. If you had to ask me, I think Washington is cooked. They don't have no draft capital, right? They just hired a young guy who never called plays before. Like it's over, bro. They're going to be in the market for a new coach. I wish we did the draft lottery. Absolutely. So when you're winning, though, back to my point, you got to be extra great and now picking these draft picks and your salary cap and the culture. That's why it's really incumbent upon Nick Sirianni, and I think the Eagles did a great move to get him out of the way. I like that guy. Whoever's calling the plays in Jacksonville, bro. Man, I love it. Like we need more of that. We need our offense could be whatever we want it to be. And if it is the case, I'm not saying it is that Jalen can't, run that type of offense, then they better bring somebody in here that can get close. Because that's unacceptable if that's the case. I don't think it is because the man is brilliant. And every quarterback has things they like to do. But if it is, yo, get the fuck out the way, dog. Because I'm saying I want him gone or nothing like that, but something got to change. You got to be able to find a coordinator to come in and accentuate his talents. If y'all listen, hit the thumbs up on the video. We only got 8 thumbs up. Please thumb up the video, like the video for your boy. I like Jaden Dan. I still think he's a playoff level quarterback. Love. I hate Washington. Yeah, but I think the team around him and his organization is going to fail him ultimately, right? And I think confidence is very big with him. But again, I said it last year. He needs to be in an under center play action offense. That's what he needs to be in. All that collegey bullshit, he need to graduate, and I guarantee he's gonna be elite when he's in the play action offense, where he can put that ball in the stomach, take it out, drop back, and cannon that shit down the field to Terry, one of them guys. And we're gonna have to be careful. You see what happened with Caleb when they did it with him, and I think Jalen the same thing. I like what Dallas does on offense with their play action. That's the type of offense I'm running, bro. If I'm a coach, I'm play action, but you obviously got to run the football. I'm a little bit of air raid mixed in with it, a little bit of West Coast, a little bit of everything, and that's what I think Jalen Hurts needs: some spread, air raid, West Coast offense, man. Mix a little bit of that in there, some short intermediates. We can stretch you out long if we got to. Some option, like all of that. Somebody needs to come in and mix all the different offensives, the Earhart Perkins. They need to come in and mix all of that into the offense that they run with Jalen Hurts, right? I don't think one offense will suit him. You need to have a, amalgamation of all the different offenses, and he'll be deadly, bro. I'm telling you. Monica, I'm gonna go to Monica first. The team that I think is going to be dangerous in the NFC East is New York Giants. Their future is bright, and that team got hope. If their offensive line is anything, they're gonna be dangerous. And they get somebody to complement Neighbors, they're gonna be dangerous. But I still don't believe in Jackson Dart. Football team sport has always been about putting good in the QB. So now the goalpost moving again calls the dislike of Jalen at QB number 1. This is not an individual sport, tennis or golf. Absolutely. So when people criticize us for putting good players in front of Jalen, it's crazy, bro. This is what I'm gonna do. Y'all remember back in the late 90s when Dan Snyder, right? He got Deion Sanders, Bruce Smith. He got all these players, right? And it was deemed a dream team back then. I know y'all remember if y'all a little older like me. It was a disaster, but he was swinging like, yo, I'm getting everybody. That's what you got to do, but you got to mix it in with the draft picks too. You know? Josh Allen is a choke man, not Superman. All right, let me go to this. The Observer Sports. What offensive coordinator do you believe will give the Eagles more opportunities for explosive plays when AJ is going for 1,400 yards a season? Ooh. Honestly, the current offensive coordinator in Jacksonville, right? I wouldn't mind Cliff Kingsbury, but I think that has limitations. It's too collegey for me. We don't need that shit. It might be good for somebody like Devontae Smith and Jahan if he stays. Those quick screens and all that. I don't. Sometimes it's cool. Um, Dabo will be good. Who else is out there? Obviously, Mike McDaniel would be crazy. McDaniels would be crazy. The way he does offense, man. But that guy in Jacksonville, some of the stuff that I seen them doing in Jacksonville, even though they lost, I'm like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I think it's Albright or something like that. Oh, even obviously Ben Johnson and McVay's and your Shanahan's, those type of offenses, like I could dig it. I could dig that. But Cliff doesn't like to run the ball. Yeah, true, true. We definitely need somebody who's gonna be run heavy. Um, Even Doug Peterson. I like Doug Peterson's. I thought he was a very good. His scheme is very good. You know, so I don't think it's going to be Cliff, like you saying, sis. I don't think it's going to be Cliff. Um, I think it's going to be Dayball. If you had to ask me today, which I don't mind because he's experienced. He experienced with a mobile quarterback. He knows what the hell he's doing, man. And he's going to get the best out of Jalen. We just welcome the 49ers to Cancun. Oh, it feels so good. Oh, I was trying to find. It's amazing because on Twitter, before we played them, I saw all this 49ers content popping up everywhere. Now I can't find these guys. What happened? So I gotta go and talk some shit on some of their pages, man. Even that clown DeMarcus Robinson trying to talk about Quinyon and shit. Quinyon has had a bad game, but he redeemed himself with 2 interceptions. The offense ain't doing nothing with the ball. And you heard Brandon Graham talking about it. Brandon was like, damn. If y'all watch his podcast, he was like, man, we got them 2 turnovers. The defense had to be pissed off at the offense all year. I would have been. I would have probably got somebody's face like, man, y'all got to do something with the fucking football, man. But, I mean, look until next year. This offense has to get going, man. It has to. It has to because it's the reason why we're not going back to the Super Bowl this year. I think Seattle would have been a tough matchup in the Rams, but we could have beat them. Yes, Dabo's second choice, but having a relationship with Jalen Saquon will help. Yep. Cowboys would have put up a better fight. Yep. But yeah, that guy in Jacksonville, Albright, I only seen one of their games, but I was very thoroughly amazed by his play calling. I was impressed. I was impressed by some of the stuff he was doing and getting guys open and you know, it just makes you so mad to see all these offenses and to see the Eagles how inept the Eagles offense was at times. And look, the receivers catch the ball is a different story, right? And we was great in the red zone, so I don't think it's as bad as people think. It's just we could not run the ball this year. The offensive line, if they play better, it's pretty much the same as last year. Saquon busting big runs. It was just at some point it was going to come back to bite us because the offensive line wasn't doing their job. It just wasn't. The Observer Sports, we need a QB2 in the draft, but it's going to be hard as hell hitting on 3 DBs with 2 or 3 years of the draft at premium positions. Do we go O-line in the first round? Yeah, I'm going O-line, man. I'm getting that right guard solidified. I'm signing Jordan Davis. Nakobe Dean is tough, but you might have to let him walk. Blankenship is tough. Hopefully the price is right. Bring Blankenship back. I want to bring the guy Phillips back. I don't want him getting into free agency, right? I think you got to go ahead and empty the bag on defense, man. I think you got to definitely empty the bag on defense. For real this year. You have to. You really have to, and really get some. The AJ situation is looming, man, because it hasn't been confirmed that he requested a trade 3 times or something like that. So that's something we're gonna have to deal with and worry about. And to me, that's the first order of business. And I think the Eagles should do if they have that talk with AJ. AJ say, look, I want to be an Eagle. Put the report out there and say, look, the Eagles do not intend on trading AJ Brown. They're not taking any phone calls and keep it pushing. and keep it pushing, you know. But shit, if it was a straight up Jay Jettis for AJ, I'm doing it. Could you imagine Jefferson and Devontae? I'm doing it. And what makes me a little bit mad about AJ, bro, is like, yo, Jalen Hurts gave you the outside. AJ can't really say shit because Jalen gave you the football, bro. He trusted you on the one-on-ones and you let him down. You let him down. So, um, you know, that kind of is what it is. Very frustrating, but it's had to happen for the Eagles organization. Nick to see how they actually looked, seeing all the other offense and how they ran, still bringing people. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's you gotta move off of. We already did, but we had to get a new coordinator. It has to be something fresh, a new scheme, a new idea. You know, some new concepts. It's vital. It's absolutely vital at this point. You know, it, yeah. Send him to the dog. I'm not sending AJ to a contender. F that. I'm sending him to a That's just the facts of the matter. Team, dog. I agree with you on that, Mikey. I'm sending him to a team that have no business doing anything anytime. AJ, nah, I'm not sending him to the 49ers. F that. But I think Howie's message was that if you want AJ, you're gonna have to empty. You're gonna have to give us some proven players. That's why I don't even see like a draft or something like that, or it got to be somebody who's proven, man. Who out there can go straight up for AJ? Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett. If they want to do that, I'll do it. You know, because I do it. I do it. Myles Garrett and Carter on the same D line. Whew. You know, we didn't look that impressive, Mikey. You right. And the fact that we won so many games, but this is a very crucial off season for us, man. Because the Giants going to look to be better, the Cowboys are going to look to be better, the Commanders are going to look to be better. But I think they're going to be at the bottom of the division this year. You know, the division's getting better and better. So we got a lot in the offensive line. They really got to get themselves together, man. This is going to be a tough offseason, but I trust Howie. The damn one and done OC, but we can't be consistent in offense because we have dogs already. Yeah, it hurts. You know, you want to trade AJ for Jamar Chase or one of them guys, or Jettas. I'm doing it, or Myles Garrett. I'm doing it. You never really see trades like that in the NFL, but I'm doing it, doing it. You know, what would the irony be if the Eagles end up with Justin Jefferson? What would the irony be? And Smitty, after he picked Jalen Rager over him, and we go back to the Super Bowl. So I think that having two number one receivers is just as vital to the Eagles' success as having a great offensive line at this point, and I think they realize that. So, and then you got think about it. If AJ goes, Jahan's not here, so all you really got is Smitty. You feel me? All you really got is Smitty. NFC West and NFC North are the toughest divisions right now. Yeah, you're right. Right now, yep. Fans don't realize how trading AJ worked with someone like AJ. Eagles not going to get high picks, but AJ got to do some soul search and decide what's really important, self or team. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, absolutely correct. Because you're going to go to a situation. If Howard, you're not going to put him into a favorable situation that you get like first draft picks, which is not. You're probably looking like a third or fourth pick for AJ right now, realistically. That's what you're looking at for AJ right now. A third, maybe a fourth. A third, you're probably happy as hell. A second is like gold. It's platinum or diamond. That's just the reality of the situation. The Observer Sport. Would you do AJ for Max Cosby in the third? I don't know, man. Again, if I'm moving off AJ, I need a player in that position. Who's gonna be my other wide receiver? Are you asking me to draft a guy? Or we're probably talking about, like I said, maybe they let AJ go and maybe they look to trade for Justin Jefferson or something like that. I don't know. I'm just saying it got to be something like that. I know that somebody threw that out there as just a rumor, but it got to be something like that. Like who else is that? Tariq Hill's too old. Waddle, no. I mean, who? Terry's old as hell. You know, I would like him, but he can't fill in AJ's shoes. You know, so I don't know, man. It's gonna be a tough offseason. Fans need to wait and see who's the new OC. That's the direction AJ will go. Yeah, yeah. AJ can be with Josh Allen. AJ can watch every week. Josh get the praise, and when they win, when they lose, get the blame. I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this. What up, function? AJ, like Monica said, he gotta do some search. He gotta really sit back and say, okay, what's more important? Like she said, the self or the team. I know we could do this team. I know I ain't lost a step. I know we can run this shit back. We got a new offensive coordinator that's gonna, make me the focal point of the offense. Mind you, everybody's a year older, but you know, if he just wants to be out, then that's going to set us back a little bit. That's just a fact. Raiders are going to want first rounds for Crosby. I don't know. Maybe I do it. Maybe thinking about that, Observer. Maybe I do it. That means Phillips is gone because Crosby takes over that, but you got Jelix over there, and yeah, maybe I do it. Maybe because that'll give us what two third round picks. Um, man, woo, man, I would love to have Howie's job right now, boy. I'm picking up my phone, man. I'm talking to team. Are you willing to get rid of it? Oh, but I'm telling you right this: if AJ go, somebody's gonna come in that's gonna be better or just as equal to AJ. I guarantee you that. Function puts, if AJ wants out, let him, but he wants to stay, let him. He should be motivated like never before. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't want to hold nobody hostage. That's like a relationship. Shit, you want to be out, be out. I don't want to be around somebody that don't want to be with me. Nobody wants that. You don't want him in the locker room. You don't want him, So again, if he wants to, be in a different type of offense, let him. And shit, they might even let him go to the Patriots. But the Patriots, you're gonna have to give us something. And like even the picks right now is not that attractive because they going deep into the playoffs. So you give us a first round pick, that's not that good, bro. A 30th something pick when you can have a fourth or fifth? No. But if somebody like an ass team like the Browns want to give us their first round pick for AJ and we pick 6 or 7, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. He got a great dilemma, Monica. Ooh, this is a tough off season. This is a tough one. Because your best player probably on your team is allegedly disgruntled. Or maybe I thought about this. Maybe none of this shit is true for real. And maybe he never asked for a trade, and maybe the media just blew it up, and you know. But I always wonder why. How come that he don't come out and say something like, "Nah, that's a lie. I never asked for no trade," or "Nah, that's a lie. I love my team. I'm committed to staying here throughout my contract. It's a tough time right now, but I've been through tougher times in Tennessee. I won a Super Bowl with these guys. I love these guys. Let's go to war." Why wouldn't he say something like that? That's what I would say. I don't know. And you're gonna have to take your Crosby. Yeah, so you're right. Crosby might not work. Do you think Dallas got it returning? I think he should for at least one more ride. Well, this was his one last ride this year. He took a pay cut. I would love to bring him back. There's just not enough money to go around. Candy McDaniel, AJ loves the attention. He does. He absolutely loves the attention whore for real. Panthers hit big in the draft with T-Mac. And I thought he was going to be trash, yo, Lemons. I remember leaving a comment on something. Like, who? And the dude, he had liked it on one of the little forums. I don't know if it was really him, but it was his name. It was like Panthers select, blah, blah, blah. I said, who? And he had liked it. He was Ted McMillan, whatever his name is. Yeah, Ted. All right, man. Yeah, all right. Shout out to the Panthers. They were them, the Niners, and the Bears. I picked all in to be in the playoffs and be improved, and they were. Next year, the Lions are gonna be back. Ooh, it's gonna be NFC gonna be stacked, man. But yeah, AJ, he loves the attention. It's gonna be a long off season, man, because we really in peril. We're really in peril. But honestly, man, think about those games. And look, we were doing good until we started forcing AJ the ball. We were winning. But I'm not going to ever sit up here and say the offense is going to be better without AJ because I know the type of attention that AJ commands. And when AJ's not on the field, it don't command that type of attention to that side. You know? So that is what it is. But I'm going to get up out of here, y'all. I got some things to do. I made a quick stop real quick. Draft is wide receiver heavy. Maybe, but are you going to get an AJ Brown, though? You know? Or are you going to get an AJ Brown? Like these guys are like you think about it. We have a top 5 wide receiver. Not a lot of teams can say that, but you can still win without them though. You can still win without top receivers, man. You can, you know. Everybody listening, man, hit the thumbs up on the video. What's this 33 thing? What is that? Is that hype points? Give me hit the hype points button real quick. We had the roast Shady. Shout out, welcome to Cancun, baby. Welcome to Cancun. That hate watching, that's a little fun. I like that. We haven't done that in a long time. You know what I'm saying? That hate, I could do the hate watching. Ain't no hate watching today though. I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy it. And who plays first? The Pats. I'm voting for Houston, man. I'm voting for Houston. You know, Karma has hit the worst fan base. How's it Karma? We just won a Super Bowl, dickhead. How's it Karma? What's Karma? We just won a bowl. What are you talking about? We went back to the playoffs and won our division. How's that Karma? Clown? Or they first? Okay, I'm gonna check that out soon. Clown? You a clown, bro? I want the brother to do it, man. Come on, D'Amico. I want D'Amico to go ahead with that defense. Go ahead and you know what I mean? Go ahead and do it, man. I want Houston to go ahead and win that thing, man. F the Patriots, man. F the Patriots. Whoever wins out, the Patriots, Texans are going to win. I don't know about that, man. Seattle, Sam Darnold's flinging that thing, man. And I like the play. You see the play call that they made, bro? That little reverse thing they did. Like McVay, I mean not McVay, but Shanahan did his little flea flicker shit thing, his little thing with the quarterback. That shit got like 1 yard. But Seattle came back with something. We need somebody like that who's gonna throw a monkey wrench in that shit. Not just drop back and pass it, or do an inside zone, or slant, or go ball. Do something different, man. That's gonna catch the defense and break their fucking back, dog. Kevin Patullo was ass. Do something that's gonna break the back of the defense. Something they not expecting. Something they ain't seen on film. What about that? Whatever happened to doing something they don't see on film, bro? Come on, man. We need more innovation. All right, I'm gonna hit them with that. They ain't even seen this yet. We're gonna hold this joint for the playoffs. What happened to that? The defense knew what we were doing, bro. That shit pissed me off. You know? Dr. Love, your argument will be valid. If he did not go to the Super Bowl twice, win it, the best quarterback twice, and win the Super Bowl MVP. Shut the fuck up. That's a good problem to have. Shut the fuck up. That's a good problem to have. How could you say a quarterback that won a Super Bowl is a problem? You sound stupid. You sound dumb. Get the fuck out of here. That's just dumb. He just won a Super Bowl. He was just the MVP. He'd been there twice, and had better games than Patrick Mahomes. How did that happen? If he's the problem, please tell me how that happened. How was he able to throw the ball? How was he able to read defenses? How was he able to thread the needle against one of the top defensive coordinators and coaches of all time? And they had a great defense too. They were like top 5. How was he able to do that? Exactly. Get the hell out of here, man. Get the hell out of here. Y'all like triggering this. KP's gone. Fuck KP. He's gone now. Word. All right. Carry your ass out the chat then. How about that? Brock Purdy don't have a Super Bowl. Yeah, and he had just as much talent as Jalen had. He had a great defense. He had C-Mac, right? He had Ayuk. He had Debo. He had Kittles. He had Williams. He had Juszczyk. He had Hargrave. He had Warner. He had Bosa. He had Lenore, Diamador Lenore. Keep not throwing names in the hat. All these names. He couldn't get it done. He couldn't get it done. What does that tell you? What? Come on, man. This shit just don't make any people be saying, bro. Yeah, they trolling. He's carried. Okay, right. Carry these nuts, man. They repeat what everybody else say. Oh, he's carried. Oh, he's this. He's that. Okay, right. Okay. People defending Josh Allen but hate Jalen. 17 times. Blew out San Fran. When Jalen throws 17 times, they say he does nothing. They praise type. Yeah, you're right. That's another one. He only throws the ball there. Like, oh my God. They hate the man, bro. Miles Sanders carried us to the Super Bowl. Right. Oh, we always as Eagles, we always get the last laugh, y'all. We always get the last laugh, though. You know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Oh man, this shit's funny, man. I can't make it up, y'all. Sam Darnold's being carried by the defense, only 115 yards. Yeah, good point. Right. They can't rock with us when it comes to the intellect and the wittiness and the football knowledge. No other fan base can rock with us, man. That's why they put puppets and shit to represent us, clowns to represent us, like Ocho trying to, you know, oh, I'm speaking for the fans. No, the fuck you not, dog. Your argument was weak. Any real Eagle fan would tear Shady to shreds. Any real Eagle fan would tear him to shreds, man, and call him out on his hypocrisy. Again, go take your hate to y'all owners and y'all GM. Tell them to do their jobs, get a good draft pick. Absolutely. Don't get mad at us for doing what he's supposed to do. Because they want Jalen to be able to win with nobody and shit. When nobody wins with nobody. Right? You want Jalen to be able to, like, at one breath, he's limited. And he need to be careful. But then y'all criticize him when he wins, as if y'all want him to have like fucking Jalen Reagor as his top wide receiver again and win it. And then what? Like, so it's just like, come on, y'all. They all know Donald is trash, and the Niners faithful outclass Eagles fans all day long. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. That's why y'all knocked out the playoffs just like us, right? He's trash, but he beat the fuck out of y'all yesterday. He beat them past when he was supposed to make them, though, didn't he? They scored 40 on y'all. Y'all should be embarrassed, 49ers. I'm about to go watch these games too, my dog. You should be embarrassed, 49ers. Rest in piss. Welcome to Cancun, man. You had no business even being in the goddamn place. I got lucky. Y'all caught a dysfunctional Eagle team. We'd have packed y'all clowns up last week, man. We'd have packed y'all up last week. Y'all lucky. Y'all lucky. Y'all lucky y'all caught us at an inopportune time. We would have. Ooh, y'all lucky, man. Y'all lucky our receiver got, you know, because we won. We should have won. We should have won that game. And y'all didn't win. We beat ourselves. Y'all know that. Carry that shit in the next season. Right? Hill Moody, shut up. Get your ass up out of here. Why you here then, bro? Get your ass up out of here, clown. Why would you be in it? I'm not in the 49ers chat. I'm not in the Giants Commanders chat. It's the Eagles joint. Why are you here? Get the fuck out of here, clown. Oh, here we go. Y'all ain't had no players. Then lay the fuck down then. That's not my problem. Or get laid down like the Seattle Seahawks laid you down. Have somebody else say that to me. We ain't had nobody. Okay, bye. You out of there. $150 million outside. That ain't my problem, dog. That ain't my money. It's not your money. We got it done. Y'all couldn't get it done. Boo-hoo. Crying boo-hoo. Y'all couldn't get it done. We got it done. We got it done. You know what I'm saying? We got it done. Y'all couldn't get it done. You got smoked. We ain't get smoked. They got the 40 burger on y'all boys. Send y'all back to Gayland. Send y'all boys back right over there to Rainbow Town, man. Come on, man. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here with that. Y'all didn't do nothing. It was what we did. Y'all ain't do shit. Y'all suck. Y'all suck. Hell out of here, man. 40 whiners. Y'all crying like bitches. Y'all really thought y'all was winning that game, too. Crying like bitches. Y'all got smoked from the opening kickoff. They murdered y'all from the opening kickoff. Murdered y'all boys, man. Left blood all over the place in Seattle. Just like we mopped up Washington last year. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass up out of here, man. Get your ass up out of here. Purdy's a clown. He got his ass dirty, knocked up, beat the fuck up last night, though, didn't he? You over here in the Eagle. You saw that 49ers, he jumped over here, man. Get the hell out of here, man. Get the hell up out of here. We watched it from the bleachers with our ring, though. We just won it. When last time y'all won? I had to be like 8 years old last time y'all won, clown. All that talent y'all got. Talking about $150 million offense. God damn it. Y'all had just as much good players as we had, and your boy couldn't get it done, Purdy. You know why? Because we fucking broke his shit. And when he came back the next time, right? 2023, I think it was. How come he couldn't beat Patrick Mahomes? We destroyed Pat. How come your guy couldn't beat him when our guy beat him? Ayuk, Debo, McCaffrey, Purdy, all this great offensive mind. Why y'all couldn't beat the Chiefs? We dropped 40 on them. Y'all couldn't beat them. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear shit. Get out of here, boy. Y'all had y'all chance and y'all lost. We had our chance and we won, man. That's checkmate. I'm out of here. Fly, Eagles, fly. Die, 49ers, die.